Come on, what are you doing? Maverick, what are you doing? Come on. Oh my gosh. Good morning, everybody. He always does this to me, you know. He poops. I think I'm in the clear, and then he does it again when I'm live. Come here. Come. 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 Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Good golly, Miss Molly. Ugh. Maverick, wait. Wait, please. Wait. I bet you anything he goes again. I bet you this is a 3-pooper morning. I bet you this is how they go. Anyway, good morning. Hi. How are you all? Great. Super duper. Wonderful. What's going on? Good morning, Janelle. What's up? Freaky fresh. Carson, hello, how are you? Becky, good morning. Frankie, good morning. Sharon, good morning. Pizza Hut in Belgium having lunch. Oh, okay. Pizza Hut breadsticks. Best breadsticks ever. Best breadsticks ever. Those things rock. Have a breadstick or 6 on me. So let's real quick, we'll touch base. Last night's show, Donnie, what an amazing dude he is. I just love that guy so much. I love him so much. He's such a, he's just got that one of those souls. It's just so pure of heart and man, I mean, they have so much to take care of there at their home and that rescue and all those animals. And you know, Donnie's got obviously his own medical stuff that he's been dealing with for years. Excuse me. I know his wife was in the hospital recently. Doesn't ever stop him from having the best attitude ever. He continues to get up every day with a positive outlook, and not only that, but he continues to help all those animals and anybody else he can in any way he can, despite having so much on his plate. Just speaks to the type of human being he is. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. What are you doing? I don't know what you're lagging for. Hey, come. Now we got a person coming, and that means he's gonna go ape poop because he's gonna wanna get attention from the person. Oh, and they got food, so he's gonna be even more excited. Ready? Want to see excited dog? Look at, here he is. Oh, what? He's such a dummy. Good morning. Come on. Down. You get her all wet. Come on. Let's go. You got to say hi. Come on. So yeah, just an amazing dude. Every single time that we end up you're good. Every single time that we end up communicating, whether it's on the phone or we end up on a show together. End up, it always ends up being these long conversations that don't feel long. She's just, just one of those people. It's always great conversation, great company. I just love him. I think the world of that man. So I was super happy that he came on last night. Selfishly, I am very bummed out that Bigfoot Lake was not feeling well, because that's another person that him and Lake Ferry are those people also. They are, they are what Donnie said last night, salt of the earth. Just wonderful, wonderful folks who are always so happy and positive and just friendly, and Lake is so bubbly, and she just has that like real bubbly, sweet personality that makes everyone around her smile, and Josh, Bigfoot, man, I knew the moment we spoke the first time that we were going to be friends. He's got such a great sense of humor and personality, and they're just, you can't you end up like a broken record because you can only say so much, right? Not a whole lot of words left for me to describe such amazing folks, but they are. I'm so grateful and blessed that I can call these people my friends. And when Bigfoot's feeling better, you can bet your bottom dollar that we will have him on the show so that we can do what we do best, which is usually just mess around and screw off, and then somehow out of that comes a real good bit of comedy usually, just because his sense of humor and my sense of humor mesh so well. We end up, it's probably not everybody's favorite type of comedy because we're like teenagers, but we enjoy it. So anyway, thank you all for being there last night. Mark did an interview yesterday evening. Mark who? Mark Green? Mark Green did an interview? Yeah? Who'd he do an interview with? Curious. Doesn't he know that he's under contract with Encrypted Connections, that he's on our roster? He's not allowed to do interviews on any other channel except for this one. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Another one right there. Mark Green and Becca. I just go down this list, right? Because what Donnie and me were talking about last night is so true. The best people that I've met in my adult life are in this chat, are the people that I've met through YouTube. It sounds so crazy because you just look at social media like this cluster fluff of egotistical self-promoting petulant spoiled children who are on there acting like idiots usually and filled with drama, but not the people that I've met here. Don't get me wrong, there's people in this community that are those people too, but man, the people that we have here and that we attract here are the best kind of people ever. There's a whole lot of animal stuff going on at this house today. I don't see the cats. Usually this is where the 2 or 3 cats are outside. They may be over in their houses because it's rainy out, but there are a ton of birds on the porch eating their dry food, and a bunch of squirrels, and Maverick has his radar is on it. He wants to go play. But yeah, just incredible. Haha, everybody's asking about the email. Yeah, it was just an email from my they were just wondering about my car's extended warranty. I'm kidding. So I was checking emails this morning, bright and early, and I got an email from email address that I didn't recognize, person's name I didn't recognize. That's good. You drive like an asshole with 25-mile-an-hour speed limit, but you're driving like a douchebag. Fucking kids in the neighborhood and people walking their dogs, and this guy's going 50, running a stop sign. I can't stand that. I'm sorry. Excuse me for the vulgar language, but this is how people get hurt and kids get run over. Just a little neighborhood, and this guy's literally driving 50 and running stop signs as we're about to cross the road. Anyway, so I got this email from an email address I don't recognize, and name I don't recognize, and I get a lot of emails, a lot of spam stuff, a lot of, BS crap, stuff that's like, oh, Mr. Connolly, please sign up for this, or, Kyle, hey, it's us again, and it's never anything I want. So I kind of thought that's what it was going to be, and I get nervous to open things like that because I know a lot of them are phishing scams, and then you open it up and all of a sudden they've got access to your stuff. So I was hesitant to open this email, but I could see the first line, and it didn't start like the other emails. It did start with good morning, Mr. Connolly, and then the first few words were, I stumbled upon your show recently. So, okay, let me open the email. This gentleman who lives in, Tennessee, I believe. I think, if I'm not getting that confused with somebody else's email, but I think it's Tennessee. He lives in Tennessee. He has lived there for almost his whole life, minus a few years when he was a teenager, or like in his late teens, early 20s, where he left the state for, to go venture out. And he has a history of cryptid encounters, starting back when he was a child on his grandparents' property, which then became his parents' property, which ultimately became his property. When everybody passed away, it got passed down from generation to generation. The encounters started when he was a child. His grandparents would talk in hushed tones around the kids, if the kids were around, about some of the stuff that was going on there. And, as kids, he remembers hearing about certain things, and being warned, told not to go, in the woods too far, or if they see this or hear this, they need to come home right away. He remembers hearing things and seeing things, and but as he's gotten older and he's lived on the property now, he's started to back, I forget how many years ago now, but he started to realize that he doesn't think that there's just one cryptid on this property. He believes that, I would love to have shot his tires out 100%. I would absolutely love to have people who drive like that and put other people in danger. And the thing is, you ain't getting there any faster. I promise you that speed and shit, you ain't gonna get there no faster. You're gonna get stuck at the same lights I'm stuck at. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very much, Confessions and Seekers. I appreciate you guys so much. That's awesome. I hope you like them. So he doesn't. He's almost positive that it's not just one type of cryptid that lives on that property there. And reading this email, I'm fairly certain that he's right. He's had some strange stuff go on. The usual stuff that you hear about. The loud screams from the woods, the whoops, the knocking. He'll find structures. He'll find things left on his property. He'll find natural stuff like rocks and weird formations left on his porch, or sticks left near his garage, or there's another one. Come on, get up here. What are you doing? Sticks over near the barn. He's found tracks. And then he's got this other stuff. He's got other sets of tracks that he is very hesitant. He's very hesitant to talk about this stuff. What he said to me was that he hasn't shared it with anybody yet. He's not talked about this with anyone except for his family and one very close friend. He's not been on any shows. He's not been on any podcasts. He's not sent us this story and these experiences to anybody. Why he sent them to me, I don't know. I can only go by what he said, and what he said was he came upon the show while he was watching other shows on YouTube, and what he said was that when he saw me talking to a couple people that we've had on who've had experiences, he felt that I showed them respect and treated them with dignity and created a safe environment. And so those were gigantic compliments, because that's what you want to do. I want to create a place for people to know that they can come here and talk about these things without any ridicule, and that they can get support. It's hard to talk about this stuff. Even if you're just talking about Sasquatch stuff, it's difficult for a lot of people to talk about, especially some older people, because they're from a different era. So anyway, he's sharing these things with me, and he's very hesitant. He said that he has these other tracks, and he is describing them to me and telling me that, you know, he's thinking about sending them, but he's still very nervous about things. They're odd. They're odd sounding. Similar to a Sasquatch track, but the shape sounds weird. He said the toes are more splayed, wide at the front, kind of thins out towards the back. But it's hard to... Hey, excuse me. No. That is not how we... No, that's not how we make friends. Stop that. Stop that, please. No. God, he can be such a jerk. Which could be just an anomaly in a Sasquatch track, right? The other ones, though, are the ones that freak me out. Canine-like, oh, son of a gun, sorry. Canine-like tracks, very large, he said. And he said that he's heard canine-like howls coming from those woods multiple times, but he was very adamant that this is not a coyote. That it sounds much different from a coyote. It is louder. It is deeper. And the craziest part is, he said those canine tracks go from bipedal walking to walking on all fours in an instant. So it changes. So you'll see like two tracks side by side in a stride, like it's on 2 feet, and then all of a sudden you've got more of a dog-like set of impressions where there's 4 and it's moving like a dog or a canine would. The dog man stuff scares me, man. He's had animals go missing because he has animals there. It's not a working farm, but he has animals. You know, he keeps some chickens for eggs, and he's got he keeps a few sheep and some other stuff. I can't remember all this. I just read this morning, so it's hard for me to remember everything. But he's had animals go missing. We're not just talking chickens. He's had a sheep, one of his bigger sheep, go missing, and there was a trail of blood from the pen, leaving the pen for about 20 yards, and then the blood trail is gone, and there's nothing. It's just disappeared, this thing. I forgot how heavy he said the sheep was. I'll have to go back and look. But he described it as one of his bigger sheep. So, you know, I suppose that's, again, that could be a Sasquatch, although generally when they steal things from people, from their farms and stuff, they're not leaving trails of blood. They're taking them silently, sneaking away with them, and then doing what they do. He's found like claw marks on the wood parts of the fence there, deep, what look like claw marks. I don't think he's ready to come on a show. But he did say that I could talk about this morning. I emailed him back immediately, and thank God he was awake. And I asked him, could I share this? He said, yeah. Obviously, no names. And he's trying to get the courage to share some more stuff, because he said he's got years of evidence and experience and encounters, and some really weird things. But I wanted to share that with you. That Dogman stuff freaks me out, though. Yeah, the track description is what bugged me out the most, because he was like, canine-like tracks. He explained that they were big, maybe a little bit longer looking than a regular canine track, but the stride was bipedal, and then from bipedal to on all fours. And I'm not an expert on Dogman. I've just started researching the topic recently, because I didn't believe in them for a long time. So some of that stuff's all new to me, but that's just some strange stuff. He's even had doors on the barn, doors on the barn in his sheds that have like sliding latches and locks. He's had those opened many times, he said. Things will be moved around in there. He thought at first maybe burglars or whatever, but talking about where he lives, he got a long driveway, it's dark. If someone was to come down there, he's got lights that would go off, and it would be hard for anyone to sneak around out there without knowing a person's there. So what else could do it? We know that the history behind a lot of these encounters is that these cryptids tend to be able to move very stealthily, and they like to do that type of stuff. Unlock your stuff, open it up. But anyway, interesting stuff. I am going to correspond with him, and I'm not going to push him. Didn't even ask him to come on the show. I just asked him, what I could help him with, if he just wanted someone to talk to about it or what. And he said he wasn't sure. He just felt like he needed to share it with somebody else. And I said, well, I'm here. I'll listen. So we'll see. We'll see. See what happens. Again, I'm not going to push anybody. If and when he feels ready and he wants to come on the show, it's a big step for a lot of people. And I want to make sure that, that was a falcon. Wow. You don't see those too often. That was a falcon. That was a peregrine falcon. Huh. Pretty cool. Just literally flew a foot above the ground in front of us. But I would never push that. For people like that, I just want to be there as a place for them to go, to talk, to purge that stuff a little bit. And then maybe, step by step, they feel better and safer to talk about it. He did mention how wonderful the environment was in the chat from one of the other shows that he watched, and that he can understand why people come on the show and share, because of the way that the people who are there can make them feel. So kudos to you guys for that. But we all know that already. Let me go back in this chat and look real quick. Dewclaw? I don't know. I'll have to check. Oh, brother, we're going to pray for you, man. I love you. I hope you feel better. If you can't do it, dude, go home. Don't push it. You're just going to make yourself sicker. Don't push it. Yeah, Carson, I'm kind of with you. Oh, yeah, that's the other part. So what he said is the Sasquatch activity never made him feel like he was in danger ever. It's been going on for forever, the Sasquatch stuff. He believes that there are as many as 7 of them in the property, in the woods, around the house. Not sure if they necessarily live right there, but they come in close very often. He said when this other activity started, it felt much different to him, and he said when that started, he started seeing a change in the Sasquatch activity that he would hear them vocalizing much more at night, much louder, and what seemed like more, not aggressive, I forget the word he used. Basically what he was saying was that it was as if they were trying to let something else know that they were there, and they are that they're not going anywhere, and that they're the big guy in town, is essentially what he said. He made it sound much better. I can't think of how he worded it, but so this other activity, no, it doesn't feel very good at all, and apparently not to the Sasquatch either. It's just interesting stuff, man. It's interesting. David Devine, brother, so good to see you, man. How are you, man? How are you? I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I hope you're feeling better. I watched some of your short clips recently. Watched the behind the scenes one just the other day. David, David's a good egg. If you guys aren't subscribed to David, go subscribe. I know you're not doing as many shows and stuff, but it don't matter. We still want support for David. He's part of this family. What are you doing? It's a door, brother. Let's go. Come on. Come on. It's just a door. We're walking through a parking lot. Let's go. We do this every day. Same parking lot. Nothing different. Let's go. What's scaring you right now? I don't know what he's freaking out, but he's like, come on. What are you frozen with? Frozen from? Come on. Come on. Look at, he won't come. Now you're gonna come? You make me look like a dummy? What is freaking you out? Hey, what's the matter? Come on. Come on. He keeps staring at the building and then looking over here. Oh, that's why. Nope, never mind. I know why now. Come on. We're moving. Never mind. He sees his girlfriend. His girlfriend. There's my girlfriend's sister. They live right next door, actually. And so they have this golden doodle puppy who they got the very same time that we got Maverick, and that's his that's his girlfriend. So every time he sees her, he freaks. Plus, he's not fixed, so he gets all horn dogged out. And that's what he was stopping for. He could smell her before I could even see her. Let me go back real quick. I've heard if a dog man catches a wife of a Sasquatch, they move in and they try to eliminate our forest friends. Oh, geez Louise, that don't sound good. That don't sound good. Yeah, he can see and feel what I don't. Another dog. If this happens once in a while when we're on the battlefield over there, where he'll just stop out of nowhere and freeze. He'll freeze dead in his tracks and look like he's staring at something. What are those little tiny footprints? Ready? Look at these little tiny baby footprints. Look at those little things. Mouse, maybe? At the battlefield, when he does it, that's when I get a little heebie-jeebies feeling, because I'm sure there's times where he's seeing things that I don't see over there. At the school, though, I don't know. I don't think there's anything going on here, although there very well could be. I mean, it's right across the street from the battlefield, right behind the memorial library, and a lot of this land was connected during that battle time, so could be. But anyway, what do you think? Just weird stuff, man. Weird stuff. I just was reading it and going, damn, like, this is crazy. Imagine having all that going on your property. The Sasquatch stuff, he was okay with. Like he said, they had been there forever since he was a child. They never hurt anybody. They never bothered anybody. They do their silly stuff that they do and wake people up at night and play pranks and all that kind of stuff, he said. But it was always very very playful, and the only time that there was ever an incident that felt semi-aggressive, which wasn't aggressive, it was more protective, was between his grandfather and a big male that happened when he was a child, and he didn't find this out until he was a grown-up, and his parents told him the story. His grandfather had gone into the woods to cut some trees down and make firewood out of, and he went in fairly deep because he didn't want to cut the ones down that are right along the tree line around the house, because I guess he didn't like the way it made it look. And he was cutting trees down, and I guess there was some sort of communication. This guy's got Reese's all over the front of his truck. Two giant cups, 1 pound cups. That looks like he wants someone to get in there and snag those bad boys. So anyway, there was some vocals, and Grandpa didn't take heed to him. He kept doing what he was doing and moving further back, and said he cut one tree down. The tree fell, and he turned around to grab something, and there was a big male Sasquatch standing there that was showing his teeth and growling at him, and made it pretty clear that Grandpa needed to get out. And so Grandpa, he had his gun with him, like most country boys do. Grandpa didn't raise the gun. He backed off slowly with his hands in the air, and I guess was telling it he was sorry and he was going to leave now, and that was it. But again, right, not aggressive, protective. Obviously, family probably around, and if that thing wanted to, it would have killed him right then and there. But I can't wait to talk more with this gentleman and hear some more of the stuff from throughout the years. And I'll share whatever he allows me to with you guys. But I thought you'd get a kick out of that. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. I got to bring him inside. It's cold and rainy here. It sucks. But I will check in with you later. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for last night. You guys rock. Bigfoot Lake, please feel better. Lake Fairy, take care of that man. If he doesn't feel good, make him come home. Don't be stubborn, Josh. All right, guys. I love you. I'll check you later. Oh, don't forget to check the merch store out. Check the merch store out. Nice stuff on there. I'm telling you, some good stuff. All right. Peace.